And the comfort women were paid 300, 400 yen a month. If you go back in time, and that's enough to buy a house if you do for inflation. So these were rich.
I hate Asians. I think all Asians need to be exterminated. Somebody please put this on the news tomorrow.
What the
It keeps getting worse for Johnny Somali. A lot of new developments have happened since my last video, where I covered all the terrible stuff Johnny Somali was doing, like harassing old ladies and disrespecting Korea, and he committed a bunch of crimes on live stream, and it seems now that it's all catching up to him. He's in some really serious trouble. If you don't know what's been going on, you can check out my last video on Johnny, because it's all new information in this one. So Johnny Somali has actually been banned from leaving South Korea pending his charges for assault, and could actually be facing up to 10 years in prison if found guilty. The news site Asian Dawn actually covered this. A travel ban has been imposed to stop Somali from leaving South Korea while an investigation continues. He is facing a litany of charges from assault, disturbing the peace, to illegal drug use and obstruction of business. The maximum prison sentence for illegal drug use alone is 10 years. So yeah, clearly they don't mess around in South Korea. They don't play. And Johnny could be in really big trouble if convicted. I can't imagine someone like Johnny, who oils himself up in public with baby oil, is going to have a fun time in prison. But there might be a lot of use for that baby oil when he gets to jail. So there was actually another post on Twitter, and it seems like the Mapo police are building a pretty strong case on Johnny Somali for obstruction of business, which carries a penalty of up to 5 years in prison or 15 million won fine. So 5 years plus 10 years, like this guy could be going away for a long time if he is convicted. So clearly Johnny f***ed up big time. Korea is coming for him. So the obstruction of business charge is actually due to Johnny and his cameraman harassing a bunch of women at a pizza store on live stream.
Try to throw a drink on me. Yeah, you dumbass. So good shit, Gino. Shut up. Shut up. I'm not filming you, bitch. Don't touch me.
You want to get it thrown on you too?
Don't tell me and you're putting water on them.
Nobody filming you, stupid ass. Shut up.
Oh, we just came from the police. We just came from the police.
Call him, you ugly ass.
Call him.
Call him.
Do it.
Ugly ass.
We just came
Call
from
the
the
police
police.
for what?
Call him.
Alright, don't spit on me first of all.
Nobody's filming you,
Abuse
ugly
us.
ass.
Do it.
Nobody's filming you, ugly ass.
With my consent.
You're American.
My face. Nobody want to film you, ugly ass. You ugly. You ugly.
So Johnny is just such a donkey. It seems like he is literally harassing anyone he sees in Korea, causing as much chaos as possible. So it's not surprising that he's been attacked multiple times since he's been there. Koreans are built different, I guess. They're not going to take that kind of disrespect. Shout out to any Koreans watching. Love you guys. So someone actually compiled a list of all the crimes that Johnny Somali has committed so far. You've got violating national security law, violating the Anti-Terrorism Act, business obstruction, and he was sued by the owner of a convenience store in Korea. The Korean convenience store intentionally spilled ramen on the table and threatened the staff. That was that old woman that he harassed, and he yelled racist slurs at her. Good for her. She should sue him. I hope she wins. Seems like a nice old lady. Also a offense. He committed the crime using deepfake images. That's very illegal in Korea and can come with a very harsh sentence. A crime of insult, defamation charge, crime of assault, Narcotics Control Act. So this guy is just going on a crime spree, and he's actually such an idiot because it's all live streamed for views. So bro is going down big time. And he totally deserves it because he actually did a space on Twitter and it was horrible. He basically said he wants to genocide Korea.
I'm a 5'4" malnourished Ethiopian. I think maybe I was just born to be evil. I don't know. I don't like being good. I don't want to be. If I make content, I don't know. I like to make content that makes people violent. I hate Asians. I think all Asians need to be exterminated. Somebody please put this on the news tomorrow. If this is recorded, I hope the news puts this on the news. I want to start a race war. And I think I'm slowly, with every country I go and radicalize, I'm starting a race war.
So yeah, super messed up stuff to say, but I'm actually 100% sure that Johnny Somali is rage baiting at this point. It's so obvious. I mean, he said multiple times, I hope they put this on the news. I hope they put this on the news. And look, that's why he's done all of this to begin with. Disrespecting comfort women, insulting Korea, being racist, getting into fights, or it's more like getting beat up, because he wants to go viral, and it's worked. Right? He's all over the news, so it's worked out for him so far. This is the problem with these kick streamers, because I'm a YouTuber, right? I sort of know how this stuff works. Getting views is so hard. Like, it's so difficult. Everyone and their dog is a streamer these days, or a YouTuber, so everyone's competing for views. Like, it's super oversaturated. And in order to stand out from the rest, it encourages people like Johnny Somali or Jack Doe or whoever to do and say crazy, outrageous shit to go viral. So after that Twitter space, he actually was suspended, which is not that common these days on Twitter. It's pretty much a free-for-all, so they actually did take action, which is not common. But after that, he made a disgusting video talking about comfort women, and it was terrible and just pure rage bait.
And don't let the media fool you. This is this is really what the Korean comfort women were. I trust the Japanese more than you. If you look into the documentation, if you really want to talk about the comfort women, the Korean comfort women were used by the American soldiers. They were used by, you know what I mean? They were illegally paid. Honestly, I think the Japanese soldiers were paid 7 yen a month. And the comfort women were paid 300, 400 yen a month. If you go back in time, and that's enough to buy a fucking house. If you do for inflation. So these are rich. These were some of the richest bitches in Korea. You know what? I'm trying to come back to Japan. You know, I'm banned from Japan for 5 years. So hopefully, me doing this, now the Japanese embassy, they're gonna let me come back, you know what I mean?
So that's what this idiot's whole plan is, to disrespect and insult Korean women. And then maybe he'll get unbanned from Japan and he can go back to Japan. Like, what a donkey plan. It's not 1945 anymore, bro. That's not how the world works. But I guess he wasn't getting beat up every day in Japan and getting like hunted down like he is in Korea. So I bet he really does want to go back to Japan, but I don't think they're going to let him back in. So there was a clip I found on Twitter, and it's got Johnny Somali and Baton Man, remember him, with a gun, which is actually super illegal in South Korea because only government officials and police can carry guns, not regular citizens.
You sing, show? Show them what you would have did. Show them, put it out.
So I think bro is literally trying to go to jail for the rest of his life at this point. And I guess Hank upgraded from a baton to a gun, but he'd probably still get beat up even with a firearm. So of course by now, Johnny Somali is banned literally everywhere, even on Twitter now. The only place he isn't banned is Rumble, because Rumble is crazy and has almost no rules at all. And I guess Johnny's really feeling the pinch on his bank account because he's been begging his fans in his Discord server to send him crypto. So bro is broke now and has really hit rock bottom. What do you guys think about all this? It's been absolutely wild. Let me know in the comments and please like and subscribe.